My favorite moment this week has to do with today, which is National Croissant Day. All right, and so Nick and I have a debate on whether or not the chocolate croissant from Starbucks has chocolate chunks in it, like he says. I say it's chocolate filling, so I have it right here, ready to go. So we're about to find out.
National Croissant Day.
Yeah, can you hold that for a second?
I will hold the phone. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Here we go.
All right, so if you look
at that chunky chocolate right there.
No, that is a filling. See?
I was mistaken. All right, I was proven wrong.
You heard it right here, folks. I was right and he was wrong.
I've been wrong before.
But what we can agree on, it's delicious.
It's really good. I would agree. They're really yummy.
So
there you
for
go.
National Croissant Day, even though this comes out on Friday, you should still get yourself a croissant. That's my favorite moment. Hope you have a great weekend. My favorite moment from this week was joining Amy Giles of Mind Body Martial Arts, and she's going to show me some beginner moves, or a beginner combo, that is.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started.
We're going to do palm strike, and then elbow. So you're going to put your left leg in front.
Left leg in front.
Your hands are going to go in check position, and your left hand's going to go palm. Then you're going to follow it up with your right hand. Now I want you to scoot in closer to the bag.
Okay.
And with your left elbow, you're going to go strike. Nice. I love it.
I will
Good
admit,
job.
it was a little bit easier when there wasn't this involved in the show earlier, but that is a lot of fun. My favorite moment from this week on Sunrise was when the Hens Robinson Zoo visited us and brought us Franklin the tortoise. So what's maybe like a little known fact that people don't realize about tortoises?
Well, tortoises are usually more of a dry climate area animal.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not like turtles where they're living in water and aquatic. So they're more of a dry land species.
It's adorable. So, of course, I remember asking this earlier because I don't know too much about turtles and tortoises, so he wouldn't be like swimming or anything like that like turtles might.
No, they don't swim as often. If they're in water, it's usually just like a couple inches, so not going over their head or the top of their shell.
Mm-hmm. And also, I know you mentioned that, of course, Franklin here is an ambassador animal, so he wouldn't really be at the zoo like on exhibit.
No, he's not on exhibit, but he'll be out during the summer with our close encounters so people can come and they can see him and interact with him when our volunteers are having him outside.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for bringing him in.
Thank you.
All right, so my favorite moment from this week on Sunrise, when, of course, we get a visit from the taco joint. Look at that.
Taco joints.
These are their newest tacos called Tricky Tacos with smoked brisket. And, all right, what do you guys say? Because they've been
Ready.
waiting forever to dive into this.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there we go.
The smoked brisket. So good with the cheese they burn on the tortilla. You can see it in there. That's delicious.
Oh, just perfect combo. The
Shout out
form,
taco joint.
You taste each individual element.
All right.
Perfectly.
Well, I'm going to try in a few minutes. I didn't want to record myself on camera eating, but I let them do that. But there you go. Well, my favorite moment from this week was when, of course, Miss Amy Donaldson here with Golden Hour Bakehouse brought us some donuts for, of course, National Donut Day.
Of course.
All right, so, of course, this happened during the show where everyone kind of, quickly got the donuts, so we only have a couple left. So what are these last two flavors, Amy, that you brought in?
So we have apple spice or pumpkin spice donuts, and then earlier, of course, we had maple brown sugar, cookies and cream, kind of the whole thing.
I remember you said you did cookies and cream for Halloween.
Yep. So it was like bright orange icing, looked like kind of the orange Oreo that you see around Halloween. So
Yeah, and so real quick question, I mentioned this in the show kind of, what's probably the trickiest part about making donuts, if you had to guess?
I would say it's just kind of like getting into it, of course. I've been doing it for a couple years, so it's gotten a little easier for me over time. But I make baked donuts, so as long as you have like a pan that you can throw in the oven, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and what is your personal favorite fall flavor donut that you brought in today?
I would say my favorite flavor is definitely apple spice, hands down.
Yeah, apple spice. All right. Well, I can't wait to try it myself, but of course, thank you, Amy, for coming in.
Thank you.
My favorite moment this week was when I made some Christmas cookies. I decided that since it was the day after Thanksgiving to try to get into the holiday spirit a little bit. So originally I wasn't planning to, but a certain someone over here convinced me to do so. Hey, Nick. All right.
By convinced, I just said, hey, you should really make some cookies for Black Friday after Thanksgiving. And that's all it took. So I accept. Cookies.
So thanks to him, I decided to get in the holiday spirit. And yeah, they're just so easy to make. Basically, just roll up the little Pillsbury sugar cookies and some sprinkles. I've chose red and green, obviously. And then you take another Pillsbury cookie that's with a Christmas tree or whatever design you want. I personally like that one. It matches more. And voila, super simple and obviously super delicious. So there you go. That was my favorite moment from this week. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And now has a wonderful holiday season. My favorite moment from this week was when we had Mellow Cream on the show to celebrate their 93rd anniversary. And so I wanted to really quick show off the donuts they so thankfully brought in for us. So I personally got my favorite sour cream with some chocolate on. Oh, can you see that? I did not want to pick it up so it wouldn't fall off my plate as it did on the show, or nearly did. And now we have Mark. Which one did you get?
It's called the Crunch. It's got filling inside, and I'm very excited.
Alrighty. And then Nick, what did you get? As you
White
have
Ice Long John, and she didn't ask me to wait until I was halfway done. So good.
But it was worth
Mellow
it.
Cream. So good, Mellow Cream.
All right, so of course, that was my favorite moment, and happy 93rd anniversary to Mellow Cream. Hope you have a great weekend. My favorite moment from this week was when I got to try some Dubai chocolate, thanks to Pizzas, since they brought some of us for the morning crew. And I gotta say, I really like it. It's not as pistachio-y. Here's a little look at it, thanks to Nick Patrick here. It's not as pistachio-y, if that makes sense, as I thought it would be.
You need a better shot. So that
Here we go.
You got the gold flakes on top,
Yep.
coconut shavings. This chocolate piece is delicious. And you kind of see the inside here.
A little strawberry. Oh,
Here,
right
move
there.
that fork a little. There you go. Now we're talking. It was much better than I expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect the coconut. That is what surprised me.
Little too much coconut. That would be
I
it.
thought it was good.
All other aspects, though, way better than I expected.
I thought it was
So,
a nice amount of coconut,
yeah.
but if you're not a coconut person, I can understand how you think it's too much.
I'll leave
but
it over here for you. There you go.
overall, pretty good, and shout out to Pieces for that. Have a great weekend. My favorite moment from this week on Sunrise was when I finally got to see what it looks like when a meteorologist wears green against the green wall or green screen. So, as many of you probably have heard this, or maybe you didn't know, but yeah, meteorologists can never wear green because of the fact that they'll disappear. So if they wear a green shirt, a green suit, green dress, you wouldn't see it. So hence to probably maybe you never thought about it, but that's why you never see them wearing green. And I always knew that myself, but I never got to see what it actually looks like. And this week I did, because of course on St. Patrick's Day, Nick and I wore a little bit of green. We had green beads on, and so you can kind of see it here on the screen. I'm showing you as to how there's like this little outline. It looks essentially blue. My favorite moment from this week has to do with National Cheddar Day, and specifically that because of the fact that I recently, literally just last night, made this sandwich that I saw on social media that has white cheddar on it. It's actually white cheddar, bacon, hot honey, apple, and spinach. So when we were reading some of our trending news today during the 7 o'clock show, and I found out right there and then that it's National Cheddar Day. And I said, you know what, that's actually funny because white cheddar's on my sandwich for the day. So, I don't know. That's also a great combination. I have, of course, tried the other night. This is the second sandwich I made, and it's pretty good. So, I recommend you give it a try. But, yeah, there you go. If you want to stick away maybe from a traditional grilled cheese, there's an idea for you right there. Alrighty, I hope you have a great weekend, and thank you, of course, for watching. So, my favorite moment from this week was something a bit off camera here. It's basically kind of sort of a debate, or I guess your thoughts and opinions on cream of wheat. I personally do not think I would like that, knowing me. But we have most people around here have said they don't like it, except like Damon here. Do you like cream?
I do not like cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is not good.
Most people that we asked that were under the age of like 50, which is most people at the station, they didn't want it. But Kenny here, how old are you, Kenny?
Absolutely. I'm 23. Yep.
See,
massive cream of wheat fan.
Massive.
Yes, he doesn't understand why any of us don't like it.
I might be the pioneer of cream of wheat, actually.
Oh my God.
Who knows?
Well, that is my favorite moment this week, because just hearing the reactions of everyone in agreement that we don't want that, we would never go out over. That's like the least breakfast item that you would ever choose, and then to see Kenny just react so shocked, it's been hilarious. So that's my favorite moment this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So my favorite moment from this week on Sunrise was when Twyford Barbecue brought in some burnt ends and potatoes. Nick, Dave, what do we think?
Fantastic. I can't go on the Twyfords.
Yeah, honestly, as someone who's never had burnt ends, I would say that was pretty good. And I love the barbecue sauce as you're holding it, Nick.
This barbecue sauce is elite. As I get it on my finger here. Oh, man. It's got this nice sweetness to it.
Finger looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Dave. Finger looking good. There you have it.